I don't want to talk about it.
It was nostalgia. Nostalgia for the first ever episode.
That's seriously though. And that was like one of
Yeah.
the best ones too, and you couldn't hear shit. I was like, that was such a funny one. I can't wait to rewatch that.
Immediate realization that you fucked up.
Yeah, it was pretty immediate.
But
Being
yeah.
after the session.
In any case, you guys see Gallant Dalinar's ginormous, dark-haired Rashadium, seemingly not tied up to anything, but just kind of laying down at the helm of the ship, munching on some what look like various grains that were brought for him. But besides that, you're not spotting too much outside of Adolin and Maya at the back of the ship, seemingly going through morning kata, which is very curious. You guys saw it last time, but Maya seems to respond very well to this kind of, what do you say, set of movements, and yeah, seems much more dexterous than she normally would be. But yeah, what are y'all doing?
Look at that fat boy next to you.
Nothing.
Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and try and follow along with the very dexterous kata.
Okay, go ahead and do a performance check. Okay, you mimic the motions pretty much perfectly. It's very similar to the ones that Kaladin taught you guys back in the chasms, long time ago.
All right. Well, once I'm done with that, I'm gonna do as I do. I'm gonna go try and find Adolin for another drink.
Okay, you walk up to Adolin, and you just see Lowell in the corner, just munching as he just stares at the interaction. Alrighty, you walk up to Adolin. Oh, you said Pedro now, right?
Yes, I did.
Mm.
At your
Mhm.
service, sir.
Cool. What do you need?
Maybe a little bit more access to that wine barrel.
It's 8:30 in the morning.
Right, but you see, we've been out for days, and there's some things that have happened which require a thirst, as you might say.
I tell you what. No, but here in like 2 hours, we're going to be stopping in Nameless. Was that breakaway market that we went into last time? If you even remember that, I'm sure
I
that they
was
have some
there.
shit over there. Cool. Yeah, no, we're going to be landing there, so you'll probably be able to find wherever the fuck you want.
All right. Meanwhile, is there water on board that I would
Yeah.
have access to? I'm going to be now spending my time trying to turn a barrel of water into a barrel of wine for myself.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d10.
D10. D10. Rolling all the D10s.
Okay. You will watch as the the water suddenly turns into a big old plume of fog, which bellows out and obfuscates you in that room.
I'm just gonna sit there in the fog and pretend like that's what I intended, like it's sauna now, even though it's not warm. just the disappointment.
I did it. So great.
Alrighty. Cool.
I actually, I'm gonna go ahead and roll deception for this because anybody who walks in, I want to act like I'm looking happy. This was totally my intention.
You watch.
No,
You watch as
you
Rogo.
fucking dick.
You watch as Rogo walks in. Oh, very clever. And then you see Lol.
I'm just clapping in the background. Great job. That was impressive. You should try that again sometime. See how it works out for you in battle.
Well, I will say, I typically like you, but unless you have wine, how about you bug off?
So about this Scadrial thing, is there a way? Do you think they'll take us? Do you think we can find somebody to take us there? It's marked off on one map, but it's
Mate,
not on this one.
I do think it's a good idea for us to go there. However, with Kaladin kind of being out, the boys and, well, that little girl that they picked up somehow,
They
I don't
kidnapped?
think they're doing so good. I'm going to be honest. I mean, you and I are clearly the strongest two, and my only hope for them was that Kaladin may be there to help them out. I'm really starting to get concerned hearing that he's not.
Do you think we'll have another chance to get there?
I mean, it seems like people are going in and out of the cognitive plane now.
Well,
So, 50-50?
I guess those are better odds than I would have expected. So, all right.
But first things first, when we get to port, I need a barrel of wine. Please leave me alone after that. And if you do this, I will help you survive this place because the Stormfather knows that you are not meant to be down here.
This is very true. I can't argue that. All right.
As
Well,
strong as you are up there, I don't know why it doesn't translate down here, but it doesn't. Bad things happen. By the way, I'm also going to look for another... actually, you know what? Luis would have done that. I kind of thought about honoring his memory and finding another deck of cards, but, you know, I think the wine is more worth it.
yeah, I'd probably agree. I'm not a fan of those cards anyways. Aside from the nice boost, but I've gotten
Well,
mauled
the
one
fact
too
that
many
you and I
times.
both have these rocket necklaces is due to those cards, so I can only say that, and they did make us quite a bit richer.
Yeah, but we also got mauled. So, and I
Louise
lost
is
everything.
strong. Louise
Don't
is
you
strong
remember when
man.
I got a hold of it and then it all disappeared and then you got it all?
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
I
nah, no,
didn't.
that's
I didn't get
yeah,
anything.
hey, no,
Luis did,
it's
and second of all, you
Pedro.
got mauled more than Luis did. It's a complicated situation, but I understand your disdain for the cards. Now, he did
No
make you
cards.
that stab doll. I recommend anytime you think about getting mauled down here that you use that accordingly.
All right, well, I'm gonna leave you alone now. I'm gonna go walk into my own space and meditate.
Okay. You emerge from the fog bank and go and proceed to meditate. Doesn't take you guys too long before you start seeing land appearing in the distance. As you do, you will come upon the same breakaway market that you found last time, called quite literally Nameless.
Nameless.
There's an interesting thing that you see. Where there was once a statue that was beam cannoned by Mr. Lull, now there is a ginormous, seemingly pet dragon turtle that is chilling up there.
Mr. Turtle!
Well, I'm glad he made use of that open space up there. You know, it was getting a little breezy.
See, this town without those cards would never have had a protect the dragon turtle. The good that these did, Luis. You're
Yeah,
a hero to these
I've
people.
been sacrificed for the benefit of everybody else. Great.
You got paid. Chill out.
This is true. All right. You're right there. I can't argue. And I'll just feel my pocket with the pocket full of spheres.
Okay.
He's got a pocket, yeah, a pocket full of spears, yeah.
All right. So you guys go
Are
ahead
you
and
sure those
think
are
about.
spheres in your pocket?
Or are you just happy to see me?
Yes.
Oh yes. Alrighty. So you guys go ahead and ponder your orb, otherwise known as what the fuck you guys want to actually buy or look for while you are in town. Meanwhile, rest of them. You guys woke up early in the morning and then started casting a Illuminate the Past. Jake, I know you're on the call. Are you you here? You hear me?
You hear me?
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Send up a smoke signal.
Drink more water. We can have the rest of this.
It's talking about
Blink
Also, Evan, stop
twice.
playing Merge Valley.
Huh?
Oh,
There's
it's
something-
literally just setting idle.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know,
that
but
just shows up.
it pops up on the screen
It sounds similar to Jake.
like the
Sorry.
music does. There it
Thank
goes.
Anyways, okay. Well, we proceed without the Jake then.
Water, you'll start feeling
Oh.
better in
Uh,
aspects because
I don't have my camera on either.
Same thing, headache.
Oh,
Nice.
what are you doing?
Roughly in my
See,
kidney area.
focus. Alrighty. So before we illuminate the past, is there any talking that you guys want to do? Any investigating around the room?
Fuck no, we don't think that far ahead. Who are we? Detectives? What am I? Some fucking what is this? Some mystery campaign that I chose no intellect for?
Yeah,
What?
I will force the intellect upon thine.
You did. You did force it upon somebody, and his name was Grim, where he learned through a book.
It was a very special book.
That book was the best. I missed that book.
So
In
for
case you don't know, there, Mr. Brendan, your camera is booked.
Jake,
Jake,
You know what?
Break.
You're rude.
didn't count, right? All of it.
You make Cal and I forget. Yeah, we have Cal.
Yeah,
Yeah, we do have Cal.
We're hidden in like
Yes.
Let's see here. What do we got happening on my camera?
Cal is sleeping.
Brandon, do you have your stream muted?
He
No,
has his stream up, but his camera is FUC.
No, we made sure this time.
but thank you,
We
Jade,
made doubly
because
sure
the
the stream was
entire
not muted.
stream
You know what,
was
Jake? You know what? You
fudged.
make a very good point. We can go make sure just 100% for him that it's not muted.
I was just teasing.
You know what? It
I'm
could have
just
been
He
a
says
real
not
thing,
muted.
though.
I have confirmed.
Okay.
I can confirm
So-
as well, not muted.
Upon illuminating the past, Mr. Garrick, you will see it kind of rewind through what looks like a jumble of various different events and seem to pick up right where you guys ended up leaving the battlefield. You will watch as Cal continues to fight the unmade version of Amaram, and it looks towards the end like Cal is about to be beaten by Mr. Amaram when a certain tall horn eater with red hair picks up his ginormous ass shard bow and blasts a basically ballista bolt through the thing's gem heart, killing killing Amaram and sending the unmade somewhere else.
I don't get to say Amaram anymore.
Oh, Black Betty.
I don't know. That's why I'm sad.
Anyways, after that, you watch as Cal goes over towards Dalinar, who embraces the thrill one last time before sealing it within the what was it? The King's Drop, seemingly chaining away and bonding the unmade until further notice. This was then dropped in the middle of the fucking ocean by Kaladin after a couple days of flying. After that, you'll watch as Cal seems to just continue to train up the Windrunners for a while, engaging in various battles with the Heavenly Ones. You see this kind of interesting honor system arise where if one of their members is injured, they don't go for the kill. They let their allies pull them back. They're more interested in the contest and the proving of skill than actual death, which is interesting. You'll see Cal start
Pause on
to.
Hit pause on this, and I have to like ponder for a second. How long were we gone?
From the sense of the vision, you get in about 3 months.
I feel like that's wildly irresponsible for us.
Can confirm not
Um,
needed.
Funnily enough, go ahead and do an Arcana check real quick. Poor laptop, it's so warm. Funnily enough, you're getting the sense, Garrick, that like the initial bulk of that time slippage happened in the spiritual realm, not in Unitum.
Oopsies.
But in any case, you'll see him start to engage with the leader of the Heavenly Ones named Leshwi. And each time they have a more and more creative bout on various different tests of skill. However, you will start to notice kind of towards the latter half of it, he, especially whenever a Windrunner actually does die or he has to kill one of the Heavenly Ones, he has these moments where he'll like start freezing up after certain events. And it's very infrequent in the initial part of the illumination, but as it goes on, it starts happening more and more often until it comes to a head as the fourth bridge is brought towards Hearthstone. The fourth bridge is essentially a ginormous platform that is elevated by use of lashings with the Windrunners, and then used to evacuate large populations out of given areas. So
Like,
you will
steal
watch
our name and
as
be like, oh, the fourth bridge because of Bridge 4.
yes, that is why they named it
Fuck.
because they're
I heard
all
them.
pretty much all the Windrunners, at least the experienced ones, are from Bridge 4. So and they're the ones who are powering it basically. So
I will go full
in any
Disney on
case,
their ass and sue. I swear to God.
fucking so.
Fucking sue, I
I'll
swear.
sue you all. I'll sue you all.
But you gleam from the illumination that the initial purpose is not just to go to Kaladin's hometown to save his family, but also because a certain Herdasian general, who you guys saved a long time ago, was hidden in that town as well. The good old Mink. In any case, you'll watch as the fourth bridge lands. Kaladin makes a big distraction as the Mink and Kaladin's family is loaded onto the fourth bridge. Cal and the Windrunners will begin engaging with the Heavenly Ones. They go about their regular kind of honorable duel before Cal then has to face a strange new fused, one that you guys haven't seen before. You'll watch as seemingly this little ribbon of red light dashes through the air and then suddenly appears as this hulking, probably about 10-foot tall figure behind Kaladin and nearly hits him square in the side. Cal barely dodging out of the way. As the fight goes on, you'll see as that body is seemingly abandoned and disintegrates into a husk before a new body appears next to him from that beam of red flowing light, presumably Esperin. This battle goes up towards the Manor Lord's house, one that you guys did experience and go into prior.
Excuse me.
And as Cal is lured into the kitchen area, this device goes off that causes him to suddenly have Sylphrina puff out of his hands as a spear and have him collapse into the ground, seemingly seizing slightly. However, it appears that Cal is able to shake off this effect and destroy the little fabrial that is producing it before beating the fused who was talking so much shit, the little red beaming new body one, with a regular ass spear and knocking him out of the fucking way. After that, you'll watch as he goes to try to rescue some of the last citizens in the Manderlord's estate. As he goes in, you'll notice that the room is on fire. You'll see Kaladin crossing the burning room, haunted by the moment when he suddenly lost his powers. The experience left him rattled. The truth was he had come to rely on his abilities, like you relied on a good spear, battle-tested and sharp. There was little worse than your weapon failing you in battle. We're going to have to watch for those fabrials, Kaladin said. I don't like the idea of our powers suddenly being removed by the enemy. He glanced at Syl, who sat on his shoulders. Have you experienced something like that before? Syl shook her head. Not that I remember. It made me feel faded, as if I wasn't quite here. He shied away from the rooms consumed by blaze, full of primal shadows and lights, bright oranges and reds, deep and angry colors. If the city lords had been content with a normal home, this would never have happened. But no, they wanted to be set apart, own a home full of delicate wood, and instead of sturdy stone. The hungry flames seemed excited as they played, and with the dying manor, there's a glee in the sounds of the fire. Its roars and hisses. Flamesprin ran up the wall alongside him, leaving tracks of blood, of black in the wood. You'll watch as he begins slowly making his way through. Oh, hello, Jake.
Hello.
You'll watch as he begins making his way into the depths of the estate and eventually finding the storm cellar. As Kaladin stepped into the underground room, he found two prisoners manacled to the far wall, slumped in place, their heads bowed. He didn't recognize one of them. Perhaps he was a refugee, but the other was Gerber, father to a couple of boys Kaladin had known as a youth. Gerber, Kaladin said, hurrying forward. Have you seen Rashon? He suddenly cuts off. Kaladin noticed that neither person was moving, and as he knelt, feeling a growing dread as he got a better glimpse of Gerber's face. It was perfectly normal, save for the pale cast and the two burned out pits like charcoal in place of eyes. He'd been killed with a shard blade. Kaladin, behind you, Syl said. He spun, thrusting out a hand and summoning his blade. The rough-hewn room sloped back to the left of the doorway, making the small alcove that Kaladin hadn't been able to see when he first entered. There, standing quietly, was a tall man with a hawkish face. Brown hair, flecked with black. Moash wore a sharp black uniform cut after the Alethi style. And he held Bright Lord Rashon in front of him with a knife to the man's neck. The former city lord cried silently. Moash's other hand covered his mouth, fierce brin undulating on the ground beneath them. Moash jerked the knife in a quick, efficient slice, opening Rashon's throat and spilling his lifeblood across the front of his ragged clothing. Rashon fell to the stone. Kaladin shouted, scrambling to help, but the surgeon within him shook his head. A slit throat? That was the kind of wound a surgeon. That wasn't the kind of wound a surgeon could heal. Move on to someone you could help, his father seemed to say. This one is dead. Storms. Was it too late to fetch Goteki? They could. Rashon thrashed weakly on the ground before a helpless Kaladin. Then the man who had terrorized Kaladin's family, the man who had condemned Tien to death, simply faded away in a pool of his own blood. Kaladin glared up at Moash, who silently returned his knife to his belt sheath. You came to save him, didn't you, Cal? Moash asked. One of your worst enemies. Instead of finding vengeance and peace, you run to rescue him. Kaladin roared, leaping to his feet. Rashon's death sent Kaladin to that moment in the palace at Kolinar, a spear through Elikar's chest, and Moash giving the bridge for a salute as if he in any way deserved to claim that privilege. Kaladin raised his sill spear towards Moash, but the tall man merely looked at him, his eyes now a dark brown, but lacking any emotion or life whatsoever. Moash didn't summon his shard blade. Fight me, Kaladin shouted at him. Let's do this. No, Moash said, holding out his hands to the sides. I surrender. Kaladin hesitated, spear held towards Moash's throat. He could end the man, should end the man. Why did he hesitate? Moash had been his friend. They'd spent hours by the fire talking about their lives. Kaladin had opened his heart to this man in ways that he hadn't to most others. He told Moash, like Teft and Rock, of Tien and of Rishon and of his fears. Moash wasn't just a friend, though. He was beyond that, a member of Bridge 4. Kaladin had sworn to the storms and heaven above, if anyone were watching, that he'd protect those men. Kaladin had failed Moash, as soundly as he failed Dunny, Mart, or Jax. All of them. Losing Moash hurt the most, because in those callous eyes, Kaladin saw himself. You bastard, Kaladin said. You deny that I was justified. Moash kicked at Rishon's body. You know what he did. You know what he cost me. You killed Elhokar for that crime, because he deserved it, like this one did. Moash shook his head. I did this for you too, Cal. You wouldn't let your brother's soul cry in the storms unavenged. No, you dare speak of Tien, Kaladin shouted. He felt himself slipping, losing control. It happened whenever he thought of Moash, of King Elhokar dying, of failing the people of Kholinar and his men at the wall guard. You claim justice? Kaladin demanded, waving towards the corpse chained to the wall. What about Jabber and the other man? You killed them for justice? Or mercy? Moash said. Better a quick death than to leave them to die, forgotten. You could have set them free. Kaladin's hands were sweaty on his weapon, and his mind wouldn't think straight. His Stormlight was running low, almost out. Kaladin, Syl said, let's leave. We have to deal with him, Kaladin whispered. I have to. What? Kill Moash while he stood defenseless? Was that the kind of man Kaladin was? Wasn't he supposed to protect, to save? They're going to die, you know, Moash said softly. Shut up. Everyone you love, everyone you think you could protect, they're all going to die anyways. There's nothing you could do about it. I said shut up, Kaladin shouted. Moash stepped towards the spear, dropping his hands to his sides, and it took a second step. Kaladin strangely felt himself shying away. He'd been so tired lately, and while he tried to ignore it, tried to keep going, his fatigue seemed a sudden weight. Kaladin had used a lot of his Stormlight fighting, and then to get through the fire. It ran out right then, and he deflated. The numbness he'd been shoving down the entire battle flooded back into him, the exhaustion. Beyond Moash, a distant fire crackled and snapped. Far off, a loud crunching echoed through the tunnel. The kitchen ceiling finally collapsed, bits of burning wood tumbling down the tunnel, the embers fading to darkness. Do you remember that chasm, Cal? Moash whispered. In the rain, that night, standing there, looking down into the darkness, knowing it was your sole release. You knew it then. You tried to pretend you'd forgotten, but you know. As sure as the storms will come, as sure as every light eyes will lie, there is only one path, one result. No, Kaladin whispered. I've found a better way, Moash said. I feel no guilt. I have given it away, and in so doing so, become the person that I've always wanted to become. I hadn't been restrained. You become a monster. I can take away the pain, Cal. Isn't that what you want? To end your suffering? Kaladin felt like he was in a trance, frozen, as if he'd been when he watched Elhokar die. A disconnect that had festered inside him ever since. No, it had been growing for longer, a seed that made him incapable of fighting, of deciding, paralyzing while his friends die. His spear slipped from his fingers. Syl was talking, but he couldn't hear her voice a distant breeze. There's a simple path to freedom, Moash said, reaching out and putting a hand on Kaladin's shoulders, a comforting, familiar gesture. You are my dearest friend, Cal. I want you to stop hurting. I want you to be free. No. The answer is to stop existing, Cal. You've always known it, haven't you? Kaladin blinked away tears. Then that deepest part of him, that little boy who hated the rain and darkness, withdrew into his soul and curled up, because he did want to stop hurting. He wanted it so badly. I need one thing from you, Moash said. I need you to admit that I'm right. I need you to see. As they keep dying, remember, as you fail them and the pain consumes you, remember there's always a way out. Stepping back up to that cliff and jumping into the darkness. Syl was screaming, but it was only the wind, and a distant wind at that. But I won't fight you, Cal, Moash whispered. There's no fight to be won. We lost the moment we were born into this cursed life of suffering. The sole victory left to us is to choose to end it. I found my way, and there's one open to you. Oh, Stormfather, Kaladin thought. Oh, Almighty. I just want to stop failing the people I love. Light exploded into the room. Clean white, like the light of a purest diamond. A light of the sun, a brilliant concentration of purity. Moash growled, spinning around, shading his eyes against the source of the light, which came from the doorway. A figure behind it was... The figure behind it wasn't visible as anything more than a shadow. Moash shied away from the light, but a version of him, transparent and flimsy, broke off and stepped towards the light instead, like an afterimage. In it, Kaladin saw the same Moash, but somehow standing taller, wearing a brilliant blue uniform. This one raised a hand, confident, and although Kaladin couldn't see him, he knew people gathered behind this Moash, protected and safe. The image of Moash burst to light as a shard spear formed in his hands. No, the real Moash screamed. No, take my pain. He stumbled away and out of the room, furious, a shard blade, the blade of the assassin in white, forming in his hands. He swung it at the empty air. Finally, he lowered his head, shadowing his face to his elbow, and shoved past the figure in light, rushing back up the tunnel. Kaladin knelt, bathed in the warm light. Yes, warmth. Kaladin felt warm. Surely, if there was some deity out there, it watched him from within that light. The light faded, and a spindly young man with black and blonde hair rushed forward to grab Kaladin. Sir? Renarin asked. Kaladin, sir, are you all right? Are you out of Stormlight? Aye. Kaladin shook his head. What? Come on. The fuse have retreated. The ship is ready to leave. Kaladin nodded, numb, and let Renarin help him stand. After that, you get the sense that the visions kind of pause for a second. You can continue them if/when you decide to.
Motherfucking Moash, dude. Oh my god.
He literally just walked up to his depressed friend and was like, hey, yo, you know what would take away all this suffering? Kill yourself.
Kill yourself, do it.
I mean, he's not wrong, but
This is in what bird culture they call a dick move.
Yeah.
what you might call a dick move.
Anyways.
All right, well,
Just do it. Just do it.
Okay. As the vision continues, you'll watch as Kaladin loads up into the fourth bridge. Theft comes up to him and says that one of the other windrunners he'd been training just swore the third eye deal. Everybody's rushing over to congratulate him. Teft insists that Cal does too. Cal is obviously not feeling in the best of moods in the world, but he eventually forces himself to go do so. As they get back to Urutheru, they go in front of the fourth bridge since it's going to take some time to physically travel it. Instead, Cal and them are transported through one of the oath gates. Cal has a conversation with Dalinar, and you don't hear the words in particular, but you get the sense that he's essentially telling him, like, look, the battle shock is kind of getting to you. I need you in a non-field position. You have 10 days to decide what direction you want to go with the rest of your life. So yeah, Cal keeps it together for the most part up until he gets into his room, where you see him promptly collapse and have a hell of a time for a while until Syl brings over Adolin. They go out with Rock and have a drink. Rock explains that because he took up the bow as a second son, or as a first son, rather. No, second son. He has to return to his people for judgment for breaking their laws. So this will be the last time that Cal will be seeing him for a while. And Rock bids him farewell and takes his family back to the peaks.
shit.
After that,
Best boy
Yeah.
is gone.
yeah. After that, you guys will watch as the vision continues forward. Cal seems to ruminate on his life for a good long while before the fourth bridge finally arrives at the Shattered Plains, lugging his family, his father, mother, and infant brother as well. As they begin making their way through, you'll see Cal has a pretty heated conversation with a honor sprint about bonding to Verlaine, the Parshman that you guys also knew as Shin before when he was in Bridge 4. This does not seem to go well between the honor sprint and them, but they go about their shiznit. You will see as Kaladin's family gets moved into the 6th floor of Urithiru. His father sets up a medical practice with surgeons worried that he's become obsolete in a world of people that could literally heal and regrow arms. And Cal convinces them that there can't be edge dancers and truth watchers everywhere, So we're still going to need some surgeons.
I haven't had a proper sleep in like a week, and I haven't eaten for a while. I'm pretty sure I'm the most efficient fucking hospital on this goddamn planet.
But in any case, you guys will watch as Kaladin comes to the decision to stick around as a surgeon and basically leave the military behind. You guys will watch then as Teft proceeds to force his way into that surgery hall, and instead of trying to convince Kaladin to come back, says, well, wherever you go, I go. So he becomes a medical assistant for Mr. Kaladin. They start. They don't really have enough business to actually keep Kaladin occupied all the time. So they start doing kind of these little side jobs, just helping people find lost relatives, that sort of thing. And eventually they're tasked with finding a Herdasian refugee that went missing. And eventually they find him in the Hall of Mercy, a sect of the Ardents who deal with the mentally infirm. And unfortunately, the method by which they do this is shoving them into dark rooms.
Just like my mom.
Cal didn't find this the most agreeable situation, so he forces the Ardent to take the Herdasian refugee, who seemed to be suffering pretty bad from some PTSD, out into the balcony, and they just have a conversation with him in the sunlight. And hey, things seem to get better. So Teft and Kaladin, with the help of careful note taking from Hasina, Kaladin's mom, start up group therapy for a while, and things seem to be going all right. That is until one day Teft falls unconscious, and suddenly nobody knows what the fuck is going on, as all of the Radiants have passed the fuck out, minus Kaladin, and a full Singer invasion is on the way. You guys will watch as Navani goes through a decent defense, as unfortunately Dalinar, the Mink, and pretty much the entire army are currently on the plains of Emul, attempting to take control of the Oathgate from the God King out there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In any case, Kaladin lugs Teft up to his father's clinic. They hide out there for a while. You'll watch as Singers and Fused kind of berate Kaladin, and he manages to keep it under control for a while, up until the point where they come by and are basically trying to slaughter any hidden Radiants, and Teft being one of those in that firing line. Gal kind of goes off and brutalizes a Fused with a fucking scalpel. Cal's dad did not like this. He called him essentially a fucking psycho, and he said he was a
What?
disgrace for shedding blood in his clinic, and kicks him the fuck out, basically.
Who needs surgeons? Like, What have they ever done for us?
Yeah. In any case, Cal lugs Teft for a while and is almost discovered before finding this alcove and presumably promptly passing the fuck out. And thus you come to your current point.
But we don't know any of that, right?
You know all that. That was all revealed with Eliminate the
Okay.
Past. So
Okay.
yes, you just watched as this whole fucking cavalcade of shit just went by over Cattleton's head.
I gotta just bring it in to the Wojak silent hug. Just
You just hugging the catatonic
the
Caledon.
feels, just the feels, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna slip that scalpel back into his pocket. I don't need that. I'm good. I've seen what this man.
But yeah, seemingly Caledon is still passed the fuck out. What you guys doing?
Uh,
Oh my
planning
goodness, what kind of dreams are we having?
shared
Not
purpose
dreams. That one's actual vision or actual illumination. But yes,
already. Yeah, because Garrick did the illumination.
illuminate the past. Yeah.
What we should do
That was
while Cal's
Narnar.
still going to sleep is, if any of us remember the blueprints of this place, we could try and find out what the best position would be to go from here. I don't know if
Yeah.
anyone's
So
knowledgeable about that, but
yeah, the general landscape is generally like the same on each level. It just depends on how far out it goes. At this point, you're getting the sense that the only remaining members of Bridge 4 who are still up are going to be Relaine, the Parshman, because he never actually bonded anybody. And then the only like person of great note in the tower is Queen Navani. Oh, shit. One thing I forgot to mention in the recap. Adolin was technically supposed to be the next up in line for the throne. However, he didn't want it because he felt like a murderer for murdering Sadius. I mean, fair enough.
If the shoe
he's technically
fits.
right. Yeah.
If he stays in Shadesmar any longer, he's gonna be the king of Shadesmar.
Yeah. So he said, I'm not doing that, Dad. And he's like, well, I can't fucking name nobody. I can't be king of both, you know? And so instead, there was a proposition that came out, and the only remaining heir that wasn't currently titled was good old Jasna. So she was made Queen of Alethkar. After that, Dalinar wrote a book called Oathbringer. So yeah. Anyway, continue.
Oathbringer.
it'd be cool if we knew how to read, though.
But you can read.
Well,
That's the joke.
Anyways, you guys are just awkwardly sitting around in this room.
I'm
Could I
still
get
hugging
intelligence-
Kaladin. Just
Yeah, could I get some intelligence checks real quick?
oh
Mark,
boy,
you
how
can do this.
Intelligente.
how dumb am I tonight? Let's see.
I'm 8 dumb.
I think we all have a.
Um,
No, you have a plus. Everyone
Let's
else.
see.
Hey, great.
Let me.
Holy, you are very dumb. That's impressively dumb.
Yes.
It's just so emotional.
It's okay, buddy.
Stupid. Okay, I'm gonna
Um,
go back to my headache now.
Okay, Garrick, Lift, you guys have a moment where you're like, Kaladin dragged Theft up here. Where the fuck is he?
Yeah, where is he?
Now, where is he? I don't know.
I just wanted to point out that they drug him up here, and I don't know where he's at. I'm just pointing it out, guys.
Oh my.
Roll an
Did you-
investigation check, whoever wants to.
Did you eat Teft?
Did you eat?
Hey, it is Big Toe.
It's still better than my
Hey, why am I limping?
investigation checks.
All right.
It's true.
Investigation. Let's see. Can
For
I
guys'
beat
healing,
that?
I would love to see any
Killing
kind
it
of-
tonight. Just killing it.
Killing it.
Let's see here.
My
Do I,
God.
do I get to try or no?
Yeah, go ahead,
Oh,
buddy.
oh,
You're
okay.
you're our only hope.
Eat a single digit.
Nope.
Oh God,
Oh,
my shit
Jesus
is so broken
Christ.
too.
Guys, we're so smart.
Oh my
Why is-
God.
why is
Fucking
everything broken? I
brain
can't-
trust over
Do all of
here.
us except Marsh have a negative? We do.
My laptop.
We're literally
You're
the
the
big
You know,
dumb
While we,
muscleheads.
while we mull this over, I'm gonna go ahead and suggest we just take a bit to relax, rest up, let me do my shit, and see if I can fix whatever the hell happened to us in that other area where
You still
your
don't
brains turned to mush in your head.
still don't have
Our
Toast.
brains turn to mush.
You and I. We
You're
don't have-
right.
Do we have our healing? Or
I'm just gonna like sit Kaladin down. And how does that make you feel?
I say
You were asking this to a passed out body.
plan.
Oh,
I say that we should
I'm-
push.
I'm still
Paladin
hugging him
Fox
then.
out of his trance, use it as a distraction. Jump the guards.
very gently.
Take
Jump
their
the
clothes.
guards. Oh my
Hide back
goodness.
in here. Put the guards that we knocked out inside of the
Hmm.
room. No one will find them, and then we come back out and we stealth.
Yeah, but that also gives away one of our only hiding places for Kaladin.
Life's a gamble. I say we do it.
That's also fair.
As the second smartest person in the room.
Man, you are not good at math.
It's not really saying much when everybody else is dumb.
That's my
All right.
point. If anyone else has anything, feel free.
Pelinar perception check real quick.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Can I perceive?
Yeah,
I can perceive.
It's the third smartest person.
you're like, ah, God. I wish Kaladin would stop snoring so much. Oh wait, Kaladin's not snoring. Where's that coming? Why is that coming from below us?
Guys, I don't think Kaladin has a deviated septum. Do you know where that's coming from? I think it's coming from below us.
I see
And
nothing. I hear nothing. I
Deep-ab.
know nothing.
How can you not hear that? How can you not recognize it? We slept next to that for God knows how long.
It sounds like the machinery. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ah.
I'm surrounded by a bunch of idiots.
He says with his natural 0.
I don't know. Plenty of people in this group. Seem
It's
to
like that episode of
Um,
The Office where Kevin gets everything right.
Yeah. Jesus. In any case, you look at under what you thought before was just a stone block, and you see that there's a little alcove underneath with a very slumped over and passed the fuck out Deft.
Hey guys, I found it. I mean him.
Oh. Didn't even see him.
Yeah, how did you not hear that snoring?
This is someone we used to work with.
I wasn't paying attention.
Pay attention harder.
Derek, as the other medic, you should check his pulse.
Do I have to? I check his pulse.
I mean, I think he's breathing, considering that horrid sound he's
I was
making.
like, trust me, he's alive. I'm not even gonna bother. He's alive.
He's fine.
You guys would make terrible EMTs.
No, we'll scare him when he wakes up.
We're here
Anyways,
for him. That's all that matters.
Okay, gents, what's the plan here?
I proposed a brilliant plan.
Oh, I didn't hear it. If you did,
I said that we should, before I knew about Teft, so this could also apply to Teft. Alright, we use one of the unconscious bodies. We make a distraction by throwing it out into the hallway. We attack the guards, knock them out, take us all back into the room, steal their clothes, leave them tied up, and then pretend everything is okay. And we sneak by.
And jump
think
cut
it's
to
brilliant.
after that like a movie.
I'm not hearing anyone else here. Y'all, I'm just saying.
I mean, I don't have a
It's,
better plan.
see, I feel like it would be a great plan if you guys had any sort of weapons, and they didn't.
Are you proposing we
But
pull
unfortunately,
a guy
that
out?
situation
Yeah.
is flipped.
Helen has a scalpel. not that I searched his pockets, but
A shard scalpel.
No, just scalpel.
Shard scope. Like,
Yeah,
do we just
You
try
can
to
have
wake?
the,
Do we wake
the
up
shard
Kaladin or
of
what?
the scalpel, but it is not a shard scalpel.
I mean, how good are you at stealing weapons? You can just grab it off of someone else. I'm really great at that if it's food.
If
I'm
it's
hungry.
Okay. Well, while you guys are considering a better plan than that, we're gonna go back to Shadesmar.
I think it's a doable plan.
We know what we're looking for.
I'll be right back.
Okay. What are you guys looking for?
Booze and magic items.
Okay. What type of booze and what type of magic items?
The strong stuff. And really whatever we can find down here, because if I remember correctly, it's kind of a cornucopia of random shit.
Correct. Okay. So just general strong alcohol. Go ahead and roll an investigation check. Okie dokie. As you go, it takes you about 20 minutes or so. But eventually you do find a place that seems to have a mostly intact barrel of big ass whiskey. Just chilling.
What kind of whiskey?
I don't know.
whiskey?
The barrel.
Whiskey.
Can I read said barrel?
You can. It does not make any sense to you, but you can.
What does it say, out of curiosity? Though it
Says
would not
square,
make sense.
circle, diamond, shoe.
This must be good then. All right. How much is it?
For this, you'll watch as what looks kind of like a more stooped, viney looking Spren looks at you. These are going by very popularly. Let's see, as far as actual Stormlight goes, we'll call it 500.
500 gyps?
No, just the Stormlight. So yes, it is chips. You keep your actual spheres. They just want the Stormlight.
Okay.
Interesting.
I do have this.
Interesting.
Very good. Here is your barrel, and he holds it out to you. It's about the size of your head.
Nice. Nice. I very much will enjoy this. Sir, do you what kind of magical objects have you acquired since we were last here?
You see him stoop down and hold out a spoon. This is a magic spoon.
I would like to roll an Arcana check on this spoon. This seems like a shifty individual, although I needed booze that badly.
This session of Dungeons and Dragons is brought to you by Magic Spoon.
Character realizing he's being swindled, but doesn't care because wants booze. See spoon. All right, this may be enough.
Yeah, you're not getting any real magic vibes off this spoon.
Am I getting magic vibes from anything else with my 20?
In this area? No.
All right, sir. You have a good day. We're gonna go return back towards the magic items unless Lowell wants something. Where we found the
I
magic
think
items last time.
This guy seems a little sketchy. I don't think so.
But I got my whiskey. I don't know what whiskey
overpriced
is,
whiskey.
but I got it. It's only
Anyways.
overpriced if you don't drink it right.
Lol, what are you after?
I don't know. Probably like health potions, something along those lines. Something.
Mm-hmm. Who was our health potion spawner, by the way? Was it Ferrix?
Health potion spawner.
Yeah, somebody spawns 2 health
Totally
potions
forgot
on
about
any
that.
weekday that
That's
then
Jake.
disappear if not used. Was it? Was he?
It's Jake.
It
How
can't
many
be
times
me.
did you die? Oh, if it
It
was,
can't
you.
be me. Ain't no way.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. Well, Pelinar, you look down and there's two what you normally have magical healing potions that unfortunately in the field don't
It
seem
actually
magical,
might be
so they just
guaranteed.
taste like
I
Kool-Aid.
don't know.
They
I mean,
taste
I'm
like
thirsty.
Kool-Aid.
Yes.
That's dope.
So it is
Anyways.
me?
Sure.
I don't know.
Yours
I
now.
was literally throwing
Oh,
that out there
God.
just because you seemed confused.
No, I remember that we
Yours
had
now.
one. I just don't. I can't fucking remember who.
The blessing is upon thine. Enjoy it.
You
Anywho,
have it now.
so Lowell, what specifics are you looking for besides just health potions or anything else?
I mean, something if there's like a magical item that can keep us protected, because I think right now we just have some spears that Pedro created. So if there's something that can maybe protect us through this endeavor until we can get back to our own shard blades, that would be.
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Though he doesn't have shard blades to offer to you, Mr. Adolin does give you each a good quality spear or sword. He has an entire fucking trunk full.
Beautiful. Okay. Then, yeah. Is there maybe like a magic book?
Magic book. Okay, roll investigation.
Hey, must be
Cool,
the
cool.
money.
Alrighty. As you go, you will eventually find kind of a smaller, quiet corner shop. And as you walk into it, you will see not a Spren, which is weird for this area. You'll see a shorter man. His little feet kind of hang off the stool. He has a longer goatee and these eyes that shine a vibrant orange and a completely bald head. Yeah,
That's right.
I can help.
So I was wondering if you had a magic book by chance. I'm in the mood for
Oh,
some
sure, I
reading.
got plenty. You see him slide around in the stool and start grabbing like 4 or 5 books off the counter and slapping them down. What you looking for?
Well, I'm wanting to see if there's anything that will help me learn more about, and I'm going to try to draw one of the symbols that I learned.
Comes out completely normal and it holds in the air.
Have you seen these before?
I guess if you're looking for something like that, I got a non-magical book, and you'll see him grab a book with this very intricate pattern on the front of it and hold it out. I got that one from Elantris way back. Let's see, how many years ago? And you'll see him start to like count off individually on his fingers.
That's okay. I don't need to know the time. But how much for this?
Yes, he's still counting.
Hello, sir. Sir, how much for this book?
856 seconds ago, 5 years and 2 minutes,
Interesting.
which makes no fucking sense.
Ah,
Oh, that I don't know. You got like money. I don't mind Stormlight, but I like shiny things better.
I am gonna tuck away my necklace. No, I don't have anything really of equal value.
Roll it
Is
deception
a
check.
big fuck off Flava Flav necklace? I don't know how much hiding of it you're doing.
Yeah, okay. You see him just kind of narrow his eyes. I mean, gold's okay, but I mean, I'll take gemstones if you got them or anything kind of cool. Um, But if general knowledge isn't your thing, and you want to go even more expensive, this one, and he points to a center book in the middle that has kind of these deep recessed looking eyes sort of thing in the front of them. You read that one, and you'll see some shit.
See some shit.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Pedro. This book might be up your alley.
Which book there, in there, bruv?
Come look at this, and I'm gonna point out this book. I guess you might see some shit if you read it.
Seeing things? I just got a voice out in my head.
Yeah, well, it seems like this could be something in honor of Luis. He had a lot of those weird visions that nobody else kind of saw. So
May I see the book?
Yeah, no, you look down, you see a book with a what looks like red leather covering to it, and then there are these like two recesses in the leather that kind of are slightly darker, and all told, as you like kind of squint your eyes, it looks as if it's like a face.
Mm.
I just that's like I just imagine Lift in the background, just thumbs up.
Do it. Do it.
Do I sense any
You literally got
magic coming
Garrett
off
going
of
like
this?
this, and you got
'Cause-
Lift going like this.
It is definitely magic. You can tell that much.
The secret phrase to always get someone to do something.
do I want my character to fuck himself over?
yes, you do.
Cam,
I'm encouraging
bad
this. Let's go.
influence.
I mean, it's your character, which means yes, you do.
Yeah, we all know.
No,
No, since
not
when?
necessarily.
Since when?
Brother, I'm playing a different person now.
Yeah,
Since when?
but you're
Smarter
just
and
kidding.
less wise.
I'm just kidding.
You might that all might be true, but you always play the character who fucks around and finds out. Ergo,
Not true. Sometimes he fucks around, and then the next character finds out.
Yeah.
either way, I think it's time to fuck around
Yeah.
and
All right.
find out.
Let me channel decision making power level 1. I have made the decision. I'm not buying it.
How much is
Okay.
this book?
Well, as far as that one goes, let's see.
You're supposed to do dumb
Or-
shit so I can live vicariously through you. Come on.
For its rarity, we'll call that 100 of those big green sphery things.
Do I have any big screen
Arcs.
sphere things?
Yeah, so it's basically platinum.
Oh.
100 platinum.
Remember, kids, magic is currency. And when magic is currency, magic is really just finance.
I mean, I have.
Now, see,
Thank
if you
really
guys
awesome.
are interested in the real rare shit, let me tell you what I do have. As you see him go like way down, he gets off his stool and goes way, way the fuck down. You see him shift around some shit, as you hear, ting, 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 ting. Oh, shit, fuck, motherfucker. Something scatters out. See him pull out this old bundle of wax paper and stick it on the counter. Peel it apart, and you'll see a regular black book. See, this is a tricky one. This one, it knows the secrets of all the deep times. It's real expensive though.
Well, seeing as I can barely afford this one, I'm scared to ask how much that one even costs.
Oh, about double that, so 200-ish.
Yeah, that's more in your price range there, Pedro. If you're interested. would you do 75 for this book?
You see him look directly in your eyes, point at the black book, and he just says one word to you. It allows him.
And just as he thought he was out, he pulled you back in.
Well, I don't have enough.
You don't have enough?
Oh no,
Do
You gotta
I?
convert your fucking Electrum over, buddy.
He
Oh
said
no,
no
that
more
I never
words.
added the extra 2,000 to my Electrum. That's why. I just have
Hmm.
a pocket of 2,000
A pocket full of sunshine.
outside because I had 252 before, and then another 2,000 on top of that. Okay. And it's 200 of those. Is that
So basically for the original book, 100. For the book about the Elantris deal, it'll be 50. For the book about Elysium, 200. Yeah.
Feels like a marked up price.
When in doubt.
Blame the
When
EMS.
When in doubt.
Pet the Jinx kitty.
okay?
In doubt, you can always just steal. But
This is also true.
Take
anywhere
it.
they can get their Jason, everyone's
Very good. Alrighty. Well, I got a couple more books if you want them, and if you don't, whatever.
Yeah,
Whatevs.
I still want to take the non-magic book too. If that's
Yes. You already paid for that. Yeah.
oh, okay, cool. Then Pedro, do you need anything else here?
You like shiny things, right?
Not wrong.
Yeah, sure. This one fixes STDs, as you see him point to one of the books.
What the fuck?
Well, there was this fella from another land. He had a friend who could have
Always
really yelled from the stories I heard from his wife.
What comes back is F?
Who was that?
Is
You know what the worst thing about Rosharans are?
There's Jake
They always
Caesar.
pick up the fucking crabs. Anyway.
Uh,
So I heard this joke the other day I didn't understand. It was if the sorting hat was placed on your mother's head, it would yell out Wall House. Not really sure where that goes.
You see him think for a long time. I get it. That's funny.
He gets it.
Marshall space.
Our multiversal tradesman.
Marshall face.
Anyways,
It was
um,
good. It was genuinely good, especially in context. It was good because of how stupid it was.
if you don't want the books, then you could
I feel like I
get her
want those
going.
books.
But if you want to pay me 50 more of them suckers, then I'll give you a little tip.
The chocolate bar.
What kind of tip?
It's so
Eh,
Just the tip.
not the kind that's below my belt.
Well, I didn't want that anyways.
Good.
yes, you did.
Like it starts like backing away slowly. Right.
So no tip.
Right.
Okay.
What? No.
Bye.
Chris is scaring me this session.
So no head.
You, scary bald man. You want the
Okay,
tip?
you're gonna call the headless horseman when he's done.
No, not for 50. Seems a little
It's a
expensive.
real good tip.
Yeah.
Just
I
the
mean,
tip.
Can you give me like context on what the tip is about?
You want to know how to kill that god that you are using the magic of? As he points over to the glowing glyph.
Okay, here's the 50.
Wow.
Well played,
Every
well played.
time that Cam thinks he's out, Trace is like,
We reel him back
Mirror.
in real quick.
mirror,
It's a fishing game, and
mirror.
both sides think they're the fisher. Reality is, Trace is the fisher. You're the fish. He gives you a little slack and then starts reeling again.
as you place the money down. Well, see, there's two real important blades in this universe. One of them used to be over in old Sator's place. that one was a white one. Or no. I had it backwards. That one was a black one.
Racist.
See, and that one doesn't do well against gods in this place. So what's the opposite of that?
The white one.
Yeah.
The gray one.
No. Ignore the disembodied voice.
What?
The blue.
You're gonna find it in the land of colors. Okay, bye. As he waves you out.
Wait, where's the land of colors?
You've been there.
What?
Oh, okay.
As you turn to ask the question, you just hear the faint words, "You've been there," as you see the shop completely disappear into a black hole.
Well, glad that's over.
I
Let's
am
go find
emotionally
the magic
burned
shop.
alive.
And I just
Um,
start trotting away.
I'm gonna start paging through the book.
Which one?
The one from Adelysium.
Okay. Paging through. Man, this shit's dense. But as you go on, you come to a very interesting page. You see there are 17 different sections in this. 16 is generally considered a fairly holy number. But that 17th entry, you just see the words, "The Dreamer." To actually figure out anything about it, you're going to have to take a decent amount of time and sit down. This is a dense ass fucking text, but it is interesting.
Bet.
Anywho, Mr. Mr. Pedro, what sort of magic items are you looking for, sir?
Don't say
I am looking for a mix of either various trinkets or really at this point I have some offensive stuff. I'd maybe some defensive stuff is like if I can find it, but other than that, just kind of like trying to see what this guy has now because he had some cool stuff last time that Lil had fun or Luis had fun with. Jesus, now I'm doing it.
Yeah. As you try to find your way back to the old
I-
shop that you saw before, you're having a hard time finding it in particular. Like you get the sense that this place kind of moves a lot. Roll an investigation to see what you find.
Oh, that's intimidation.
You're real
Well, I
scary.
rolled
Where
the
are the
exact
fucking
same
shops?
fucking number.
Yeah, no, you go about for a while and you're having a tough time finding any sort of magic shop of any kind. Mr. Lull, you want to try? Or are you engrossed in the book?
I'm pretty much wrapped up in this book.
Okay, cool.
Sorry,
You do hear a strange soft whispering right behind your ears as you are walking.
Like that.
Do I know what it's? Do I understand what it's saying?
No.
And do I know where it's coming from?
Roll an Arcana check.
Fuck.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah.
You guys
I'm gonna look kind of paranoid.
Well,
okay.
well, lol. It seems like we couldn't find any magical items. Probably could have been useful down here since, our magic draws in some forces beyond our control and everything. Dang it. How
Okay,
about you poke your head out of this book and help me look for just a flipping second?
All right. What are you looking for?
A magic shop. Last
Well,
time we were able to
we
find
were-
one and they had all trinkets and doodads and whatchamagiggas.
All right.
You see Lowell poke his head up from the book, just point like right to your left.
Well,
Are
why
you
didn't you say
blind?
so?
Well, I would have assumed you would just look up.
Look, this is what I need you on point. Stabby doll. Stabby doll.
Did you hear that?
Hear what? We're in a busy marketplace. There's lots of sounds going on.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're right. Okay.
He's not right.
He's wrong.
Fuck. Oh no.
So Kim, bait,
I am not.
giant hook.
Yeah, of course. You know, I want another Wesley adventure, so
That shit's awesome.
Apparently, Marshall said something offensive.
missed
Which you
it.
just annoyed when I do this random thing where I'll unmute for a second, say something random, then mute it.
Okay. As
I
you
hope I'm
as you
trying to
walk
do these
into the
random things.
as you walk into the trinket shop, you see just a whole
there.
panoply of baubles and random bullshit. What in particular are you looking for?
Well, honestly, I'm not looking for anything in particular. I just kind of want to see what this guy has to see if anything sparks Pedro's interest, because he's got a distinctly different taste than his brother.
But Evan,
Roll
they've
a
got
D100.
gadgets and gizmos aplenty. They've got who's its and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs? They've got 20.
Swear to God.
I'm sorry. There you go. Trace understood after a moment. He had to think about it, and then he put it into his
No, no,
brain
no.
and Ariel started singing.
He's laughing
No,
at my
I
49.
got it immediately, but
Brandon, you suck.
I know.
Pedro, as you're going through the shop and looking around, you're like, boring, 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 boring. Ooh, what the fuck is that? You'll see what appears to be a shriveled up hand of some sort of creature. And you'll see it has a particularly long pinky nail.
Hmm.
Me doing everything in my power not to grab this thing as a person.
And a Vecna.
me-
Or
let me
Vecna's
just
little brother.
Let me just channel for a minute. Actually, you know what? We're gonna decide based on this.
Can't wait for Trace to hit you guys with the head of Vecna joke.
Shut up.
We're gonna
That
decide
is,
based
it is
on
really
this.
strong. It is real strong, whatever it is.
Oh
Well,
my god.
Jinx just said meh, 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 and she never talks, so I think I have to do it.
I think
What do
you're
you
right.
think,
You
Jinx?
have to do it.
Meh.
Meh.
Yep, she said meow again. She doesn't ever talk, so I think I have to do this. I think that she's playing over my shoulder right here. Look at, see, she's hiding. Boop.
It's the evil.
Okie you pick up your hand and take it to the counter.
Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah.
Isn't that just a bad conscience?
It's a cool sword though.
You're right.
It'll take. He starts really
yeah.
pondering. In actual Stormlight, let's say.
Yeah, she. Actual Stormlight, she.
Meh, meh. 5,000 actual Stormlight.
Holy shit.
I don't have that anymore. I've burned so much Stormlight, and we haven't been in a place where we can recharge. I am down to my last 200 Stormlight.
Evan,
Damn.
There might be a fucking river. I have 11 left, you goddamn cocksucker.
just be
Well, that's individual like chips infused with Stormlight. Like
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
200,
Jerk yourself off
210.
a little more, why don't you?
I mean, on the bright side, like if I was to recharge it all, I would have about 6,000 or so.
you don't need any
Mhm.
Stormlight if you just
Not really
I
6,000.
barely have
It's really
100.
closer to 4. But
steal it. Just replace it with your own hands. They won't know.
okay,
You have
I'm
more
going
on your
to.
low end than I have at my.
So I am going to lean over the counter and go, my good man, what I can offer you is this magically charged necklace and 100 Stormlight. Now, this is a very valuable item.
And a blowjob.
It's wonderfully
ahead.
good.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage. Alright, well, no.
Oof.
Yeah, nah, not gonna happen.
Natural one, baby.
Roll a wisdom save
on.
there, Mr. Pedro.
Oh
What?
God.
Sorry, say that again.
Say.
Roll a wisdom save.
Oh, fuck.
So I said you might not be in a very good spot, buddy.
That's certainly not bad. You feel a
What is it
stirring
now?
from deep inside you as you want this item, and you're like, well, I just need Stormlight to get it. Just need Stormlight to get it. I could gamble.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
no.
sit here and look back at Lowell. Lowell, don't you wish we could charge our Stormlight? Yes, I used that phrasing in particular.
Are you thinking doing about the what are you talking about here? Because I don't know any place that we're able to charge our
You know,
Stormlight.
I wish we had a better way of doing it, but this demon beastie that.
So you're gonna risk it all again, huh? What is it about this place that just you know?
Can you help me?
I have no way of helping you.
When did Lowell come back?
Lowell, I
Lowell,
need it. I really, really wish I could have it.
I
My
don't
cat
know.
is just barking
You
up a storm right
might
now.
need to go sell your body on the corner because I can't help you with this.
Sell your body on the corner was not the word that I was expecting to hear during a D&D session tonight. Tonight. On any other night, I would have expected it. Tonight, no.
Can I try and hand him the vessel that holds
You're absolutely fucking right. That shit's hard.
the sprin? Like the staff that I released them from? I'm getting desperate because even then, 5,000 Stormlight is I'm gonna be just short.
I mean, it doesn't just charge yours.
Oh, it would charge me and Lowell?
Yeah.
Well, see, Lowell, would you be willing to help me pay in some Stormlight?
I mean, if
Hey,
you're
big fella.
if you're gonna charge my spheres, then okay.
All right. 50-50?
Okay.
Let's do 70-30.
70-30.
All right.
Right. So out of the 5,000, I'll pay 2.
Nope, that's not how it goes. It's more like a 60-40 deal, but you know, who does math?
Fine, I'll pay 3.
Raphael did math.
All right, I guess
right.
we'll just work with that.
You guys wanted bad decisions. Well, you got it, mister.
You look down the first time as Pedro into that deep, dark, squirming, terrifying part of yourself, and you just hear wisdom save, please.
It's the sound of 3 a.m. zoomies from your cat. Archie does sound
Damn
like
it. I needed that on the first one.
Not looking great. Roll a d6 for me, please.
Shit.
Not
God
looking
fucking
great.
cocksucker motherfucker.
Hey,
If this hits
So
my
did I.
Alrighty, you lose 1 dexterity.
hey,
that one,
hey, Pedro.
that one's not
I'm also
as bad.
expecting you to recharge these spheres again once we get back. So
And this
just
campaign, how we started as slaves. Jesus.
don't forget.
Pedro's
Your
not in the
guys'
mood for your shenanigans.
Your guys' spheres are completely recharged. You pay your items, or you pay your Stormlight, and you walk on out. Pedro, you're getting the sense that you got to kind of attune to this thing a bit. You doing that?
yeah. I'm just doing my math here.
I agree with
Alright.
I agree with
go.
the sound of lifting your
Yeah,
head.
I will go ahead and try and attune with it.
Twins.
Okie dokie. As you do, you come to know its true name, and that is the Cokenail Paw.
The Cokenail Paw.
Mc-
Why is so long?
This is gonna be so much fun and so bad.
This is a good
I
idea.
wanted to make good decisions tonight. I'm trying so hard to make good decisions, and Trace makes it so easy to just make the wrong ones. All right. Well, is it added to my inventory?
Just add a note for now. I will make the actual item later.
All right. So, am I having any idea what this thing does?
Nail paw. I just
You get the sense that there's you got 5 uses of this thing, and when you get to the final one, the coconail, as it were, there's going to be something real big. You also do see a bit of white powder just stuck in the coconail that seems
So-
to, for some reason, constantly replenish.
So essentially, what you're telling me is I have Carrie
Seems to
Fisher's hand from the
constantly
second Star Wars movie.
replenish.
Oh, yeah, it's fair actually.
Okay. All right. Carrie Fisher hand. So like, do I have any idea how it works as far as like how to activate it or anything like this?
You get a sense that you really got to want something.
All right. Do I make more poor decisions?
Yes. Abso-fucking-lutely. What kind of question is that?
Bro's just gonna devolve and wish for a
I
deck of many
really
things.
You don't
want-
do anything but make a bad
You know what?
decision right now? Keep
All right.
fucking going.
I really wish.
Oh, the monkey foot.
I really want with all my heart to be able to have some of these strength back that I feel I've lost over these last several weeks. Yeah.
As you begin to ponder this, you hear a single strange phrase uttered in the back of your head. Double or nothing.
Oh my god.
Oh, do it, 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 do it.
I'm so bad at this, but yes.
Okay. Roll a d20.
Never take me.
Yeah, you should never ever take my advice. I know I should have warned you of this earlier, but you fucked yourself by listening to me every way, shape, or form. Oh my god, he actually gambled right.
Alrighty. Very good. Let's see here.
I've lost a lot of stats.
Time to fix it, I guess.
Let's see what I'm looking at
Congratulations.
right now. So I'm currently a -1 in Dex, a -2 in Constitution, a -4 in Wisdom. That's really the one that was concerning me, was the -4 in Wisdom.
It's funny as you begin to ponder this fact, you're like, oh man, I feel like a lot hardier and I feel like a lot more dexterous. Strangely enough, wisdom doesn't change.
Should I refresh my page?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't get shit. What are you talking about, loser?
However, for the next 30 days in game, any constitution check or dexterity check will be at disadvantage.
Oof.
This is fair. I can agree with this because I needed that.
I-
Oh, if only
see.
Thelma were here to get that Constitution boost. God damn you!
You hear a phrase in the back of your head, double or nothing.
Oh,
Double or nothing, 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 double or nothing.
all
Sorry.
right,
Triple or nothing, 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 triple or nothing.
Wouldn't it be quadruple or nothing?
Should it be
Because you're
triple?
doubling a double.
You're actually right. If you're double.
Oh
Squared or
no!
nothing, squared or nothing, squared or nothing,
You-
squared or nothing.
You are going to watch as Thelma appears before you
Oh
and then
no!
crumples to dust and viscera.
Oh my god! Didn't we still
did
have
not
Thelma's
respond
body
to
with
Do
us?
I?
You
Do I
did
watch
not
this happen?
respond to it with that.
So do we notice Thelma's body is now disappeared?
Oh yeah, no, it's gone.
Do I watch this happen?
Wait. We have Thelma's body. I have it.
I know. It's
Not
gone.
anymore.
Just
Yeah,
well, what am I
that's
supposed
what I
to
was
do?
asking.
I don't know how I'm going to explain this to Luis.
Louise is gonna kill us.
Does my feather come back?
You no.
I
You
permanently
watch.
lose another feather.
Oh, no, sorry. No. Your feather is just there floating normally.
Reattach it. Like, well, fucking.
But yeah, but your one missing one is still missing.
That's
I
so
did that. I was like,
crazy.
did I just lose a second feather for nothing?
Yes. Pedro, you will look down and 2 of the fingers have curled.
All right. Well, let's see here.
You're gonna lose all of them here. He's gonna die.
And then he's gonna die.
You tell me I'm wrong.
Hmm.
I know you
Oh.
want to, but you can't. You fucking can't.
I want full control over the beastie in my mind.
The
Okay.
beast in your mind.
You hear the same phrase in the back of your head. Double or nothing.
Yep.
Here it is. That's gotta be the failure.
This is good. Bad things are happening, friends.
Yeah.
Friends, you're not Luis. You're Pedro.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of consequences that I'm gonna have to think about. So back to Urithiru.
Oh my god!
I really don't know how I'm going to explain to him.
Pack it up, boys. We're going home.
Disappeared.
Yeah.
How the hell am I supposed to
It
explain this?
literally was on the net 20. It hit the corner and then rolled.
Okay. So Urithiru crowd. We come up with a better strategy than charge the things that are stronger than us with weapons.
You know, I wanted to see if anyone else came up with anything. Did anyone?
Yeah, y'all geniuses.
No, seriously. Did anyone come up with anything? Otherwise, I've got a plan. But I just wouldn't let the floor be,
I mean,
Alright,
besides
hear
besides
yours.
waking up the 2 sleeping people, no.
Yeah, we're not waking them up. There is no point in doing that. I can carry one, you can carry another. I can just make the room illusionary again. Also, we don't really need to steal their clothes. I do appreciate the creativeness of yours. I can just illusion us to make us look like them. I saw what they look like. I saw their faces. We can just look like those exact guards if we need to.
Hey, when
Alright.
you and Pellamar went up to scout, did you find anything?
Well,
Should we be going up or down? Is what I'm asking.
I mean, we
There's a
probably
good
don't
part
need to
of me
go
that
up
thinks-
again.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, I think going up again doesn't sound like the worst idea. We didn't really check out everything. We kinda, what's the word they used? Shrimped out.
Coward. Got it. Okay, let's.
I
go
don't know
to-
about you guys, but we went upstairs.
You and me did, yes, and we went all the way upstairs to the very tip top, where
Yeah, no, we're the ones that
that one thing happened.
Okay, I mean, we should just go and continue upwards then.
We've already gone to the top. We didn't
So we got to go
the
to the
area-
meeting room.
We didn't go to the meeting room yet, which was
Oh, we
kind
stopped
of-
at the meeting room on our way down.
I don't think we stopped at it fully, did we?
You guys
wasn't
saw
there.
that there were like a shit ton of guards over there, and we're like, maybe not. From your
Okay.
visions, you know that pretty much the only like 3 possible avenues that y'all have here are Zahil, the sword master. He's somewhere around Relaine, the Parshman, otherwise known as Shen, and Navani. They're pretty much the 3 important figures that are around.
I mean, we could go upwards into the meeting room and see if Navani's up there.
That's what I was thinking. But also, we have to worry about the fact that if we go up there, what's waiting for us up there? There's a
You guys are
possibility not her.
aware that the sibling, the tower spren, is somewhere around here. You just have no idea where.
I tried to figure something out about that, but it's such a big location. It's hard to point down one area where it could be hiding.
Yeah.
My theory is still further down in the depths, but it's going to be hard to get there right now.
Okay. Well, I'm down for your plan.
I'm going to go ahead and use some Stormlight to illusion us all to look like the gods.
Okie dokie. All right.
So ugly.
Okay. And are you guys leaving Cal and Teft in the safe, secure room?
I had a really bad idea.
Use them
What
as
do-
distraction.
Close, but no. Our captives.
Yeah. Distraction.
Yeah, that would require waking them up.
Yeah. Yeah, it would. I think it's worth it. Getting them in on it and using them as kind of a bait, but they'll be conscious for it.
Yeah, I agree.
So, I mean, both of our plans could
What was
theoretically
that say?
work.
I mean, they'd still just be in here, though.
But they might have some insight on what's
They
going
also might have
on.
some information.
Because we really don't know much of
mean,
anything.
Is Sil here?
She hasn't appeared to you, if so.
Sil, are you here? No, Kaladin's dead. Okay.
So do we wake him up?
I'm thinking we wake them up.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's wake him up.
Wake up. Tap, 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 tap. Taft, wake up. Taft, wake the fuck up.
Nothing.
God, I forgot how hard it was to wake him up.
They got secret phrases that wake him up.
I ripped one in his face.
It's disgusting.
We just
Nothing.
don't know his sleeper agent code.
You'd imagine an all crab diet would definitely wake someone up after having that hit them in the face.
Insult his food.
I mean, what food? He can't even cook. It didn't work.
Bummer. Well, what about Cal? What do you think his secret phrase would be?
Sil is dying, Cal. You need to wake up.
Oof.
Dark
That's
and
just
word.
mean.
Roll an Arcana check as you're looking at Kaladin in particular.
Nice.
Garrick, having had an actual like full-on god in your head before, you're getting the same kind of vibes with going on with Kaladin right now. Only it really stinks of odium.
In my head, I just look up. Oh, yeah.
Isn't that guy who ripped
That's-
pieces of
that's
his brain
the-
out
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
because you unleashed his magic?
I
leaf?
don't want to talk about it.
So what do we do? What do we do?
Ask
Well,
him for all that he's worth.
Hmm.
Oh, you
it
mean
is
about
probably
Kaladin?
best.
Sorry.
It is probably best to leave them here where they will be safe. Garrett, you can read and write, right?
What the fuck makes you think that? I'm not Raphael.
No, you can just translate or something.
Who's
Who's that?
Raphael? I've never heard of them.
I have this thing called the
I'm just
Rosetta.
Someone here has to know how to read and write, right?
I have this thing called the Stone of Rosetta, but I mean, I can only translate.
Oh wait, what am I saying? Kaladin can't read. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe Rock would be able to determine certain ingredients. On a
Rock's
paper.
gone, baby.
Mm-hmm.
He's rock hard.
Rock is in the peaks.
Oh, Teft, might be.
So when it comes to like knowing glyphs, are there glyphs for numbers?
See, that would be dangerously bordering on heresy, unless you were a storm warden. They have their own kind of made bullshit.
Yeah. I was like, can I like draw 4 bridges or something?
Yes, there's basic tallying that you can do.
It's pretty funny.
I'm gonna try my best to do a bridge, maybe with stick figures of us trying to carry it, and then the
Really
tallies
good.
for
Your
4.
artistic creativity is just as good as mine.
I was gonna say.
Roll a performance check, buddy. Let's see how you
Oh,
do.
wait, maybe
Let's
we
do
better-
it. Let's
better-
do it.
That's awesome.
It'll be
Not
better.
Not bad.
Okay, so we'll-
As you're going through, you're kind of like you're getting into it. You know, you have a couple little dead guys on the side with arrows sticking out of them.
All right,
Yeah, pretty good looking.
Garrick, can you tell what this is supposed to mean? Varix, can you tell what this is supposed to mean?
Can I roll to tell what it is, or do I just not know?
It's a good enough performance check where I mean that's obvious. There's a bunch of dudes dying under a bridge and there's a 4 above it.
Well,
There's a-
it kind of reminds me of our past. Why are you bringing this up? It's
I don't
something you
like
can
it.
tell me?
I don't know how to read or write. I don't think any of us does. I don't think he can either.
Dudes
But
can't.
this is at least some way when he wakes up to know that we're here if he wakes up when we don't get back.
maybe you should also add on the meeting room and an arrow pointing up.
How do you write meeting room? How do you
Well, you
show
just
that?
draw an arrow, and then you draw a circle, and then you draw a box, and I
Then-
think they can decipher it from there.
Put a box
Probably.
inside another box.
Smart.
Guys, I think this is illegal now.
What are you talking about? It's geometry.
I feel
We
so
were
feminine.
borderline heresy before.
What's a
now it's
tree?
straight heresy.
Ow, you bitch! Don't bite me.
Anyways,
Archie.
you leave your rudimentary instructions upon the door leading out. Are all of you guys fucking off?
Yeah,
Fucking off.
you have the illusion
Alrighty.
already.
Let's do it.
Yes. As you all step out
actually-
in the guise of various different singers, you make your way to the elevator. Again, up, down. You guys choose to go up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Make your way up to the damn near
ultimately-
top of the tower. You will go ahead and begin walking into the meeting room. Can I get stealth checks from all yous?
Oh
Oh
no.
boy.
I think we're all
We're
fucked.
so good at these.
You're good at these. I'm Garby at these.
No, you're not.
Let's do it. Hey, that's a better one than normal.
Usually
Well,
when I say I'm bad at something, it gives me some kind of pity system, is what I've noticed.
Nice.
solid. All right.
Also,
Yeah. No, you
solid
guys.
30. Jesus Christ, Jade.
Yeah. The
I think
30-30 right there, baby.
Plan of action is always
Dirty 30.
Fair. It's a dirty
Alrighty.
30.
As you guys start making your way into the actual
let's go.
meeting room. Oh,
I'm out.
that person's dead. That person's not there. You will see the kind of grander room as it is not so much occupied by a large amount of singers. There appear to just be like maybe 3 kind of looking over the general area.
We're like ninjas, so.
You do, however, see a desk scattered with various different papers, and it looks like there was a lot of bloodshed on the stairway leading out of this area, the actual stairway itself. You do know that that desk was primarily where Navani used to sit.
Oh.
Squat-oh.
Should follow it.
I don't think Navani's here right now. We might need to leave a message.
We already left a message.
Not for you know what? Take the compliment.
I mean, I think that I may have done a well enough job for Kaladin to kind of understand that.
So here's the issue we run into.
Anything we do here is going to be way more complicated than that.
I was about to say it's about to get a lot more complicated because we're about to send Kaladin on the wildest goose chase ever. He's gonna check here, realize we're not here, go check somewhere else afterwards.
I mean, if I was him, I would just follow the blood splatter.
Lift, you are excessively gruesome today. Are you okay?
I'm perfectly fine. I think I'm the most sane person in this group.
I didn't say anything about sanity.
I'm saying we should go check the blood splatter.
I'm
Are you
down.
guys grabbing any of the papers, by the way?
I
We
can't
grab
read 'em.
as many as we can.
Okay. With the stealth checks that you have, it's a pretty good average. You're able to grab probably 75% of them.
Cool. And I'll stash them.
Okay. Stashing them, you guys look around. Are you following the bloodstained stairs?
Yeah.
Yes.
As you begin making your way down, you'll see a bunch of bodies. It seems relatively recent, like within the past day and a half-ish. Primarily Colin Guard. They seem to have put up one hell of a defense leading into this room. However, eventually did fail. Lift, are you reading any of the papers that Navani left behind?
Yeah, if I can.
Because you're the only one who could do so. Yes.
Oh, yeah, I can.
You can read.
I'll read them.
Okay.
How did
As you
know
go,
that?
you start to
You're so small and childlike.
Because I'm awesome.
you start to get a general sense of the situation. It seems like Navani had some sort of weird span reed placed inside of her transportation sphere when she was returning back to Uruthiro, which told her to stop imprisoning Sprin in Fabrials. After attempting to investigate this, it was eventually discovered that Dabid, one of the original Bridge 4 members, who, if you remember, he was constantly in that state of battle shock after he got shot. He's been kind of sticking around with Bridge 4 for a while now, and it was discovered that he was the one who put the span reed in Navani's transportation sphere. As it goes on, you start to get more battle orders where it appears that there was a kind of attempted last stand to block entrance to the upper area. However, that was abandoned because she got in contact with the Sprin of the tower at the behest of Dabid, who essentially told her that she needed to go immediately to the bottom of the fucking tower, find a secret room, and charge a sphere. Otherwise, everything was fucked.
Secret rooms.
Okay.
Secret rooms are in this fucking place.
So you
And
were
that's
writing
pretty
this
much the
down
last
below.
of the correspondence that you get.
Does it say where it's at? The secret room?
Very bottom of the tower.
God damn. I'm not giving this. I'm not giving.
You knew it would be near the bottom. It's always near the bottom of the tower. The base of the tower is the most structurally sound. You never put it in the least structurally sound spot. If the tower falls, it's always where it needs to be still.
All right. I'll let you you guys know as we're making our way, following the.
Garrick does like a little.
Can
Following the
I
blood
try
path.
leaving another message? Drawing on the back of a
Where?
piece of paper. I'm gonna draw like a rough triangle shape for like Uruthiro
Underneath the wall
with an
in the
arrow
door.
down, and then like a dot on the bottom of the Uruthiro drawing.
Okay, another performance check. And where the fuck are you going to put this scrap of paper?
Can I give him assistance?
Sure, buddy.
We're Hansel
You
and
need to draw your
Greteling
stick
this.
figures with better lines.
Okay. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Thank God he got assistance.
Thank God you have assistance.
Do I get another roll?
Yep, advantage.
Yeah. Okay.
Better.
It's
Better than that one.
it's reasonable.
Better than what it was going to be without my help.
Where are you attempting to deposit this piece of paper?
like right on the front center of that big main desk, just like grabbed something else off the side to kind of like pin it down on one corner and on the other to like clear room for it.
We're gonna leave the fucking Da Vinci Code going on here already. Do you guys go back to the elevator, or are you keeping on going down the main staircase
We're
with
waiting
all the
by
bodies and blood?
Hey, where did you put the note?
Right there.
On the tape. I see nothing wrong with that. Let's go.
Yeah, where else would I put it?
That's fucking
Okay.
awesome.
Anyways,
I hate having a -2 intelligence.
Because you gotta roll with it. You just gotta roll with
elevator
it.
or stairway?
Because I still just feel like I have to roll with it.
I say stairway still, since it'll head down anyways.
Yeah. I can actually 100% agree with that. Stairway sounds like a better idea.
Okay, it takes you a decent while, and you just watch as like there's just more and more blood and bodies as you go down. But eventually, you do make your way to the lowest level,
Is there
where
any
you will.
weapons left behind?
On the bodies?
No.
Fuck. Shit.
Why are you all unarmed? You're the worst fucking guards ever. I kick one of them.
Oh my.
Whoa.
You get the sense that they were more disarmed than unarmed, but sure.
Why do you have no extra weapons? Not even an extra knife hiding in your ass, bro.
Bro.
Like you do?
I don't
Yes, in
know.
the sheath.
I don't know. I would be up
Not in the
there.
army.
Well, that's not a knife. Where's the-
Oopsies, that was not a knife. That made a fucking sound.
Eventually, you guys find your way to the bottom. You notice this area is super heavily guarded. You gonna keep her going?
Well, man with a plan.
I mean, you say heavily guarded, but I assume all unconscious? Are they all-
No. There's a shit ton of singers.
So more than the 3 upstairs.
Yeah. No, this one has probably about 3 dozen.
Oh my
Ooh.
god. Well, that sucks.
Back away slowly.
Okay. Lift, you take that dozen. I'll take that dozen. And he'll take that dozen.
I know you
Wow,
ain't pointing
very-
at me.
No, you're gonna be support. You only got one eye. You can't really watch our backs that easily.
I have 2.
He's got a
The other one
gem.
isn't working. I remember. Or no, yeah, I have a
Oh.
gem now. That's right.
Wait. You can see in darkness, right?
I
Yep.
can.
I'm gonna burn another 2 Stormlight levels and turn this place into a magical pitch black darkness, so that way everyone cannot see while I'm holding on to our group and the back of Pelennor. Lead us through.
Lead us.
Okay.
All right.
I follow that with
Alright.
a question. Does
Do I need to
lashing
roll
make a
anything, or can I
sound?
go grab my food real
Wait,
quick?
You
Hey,
number one,
don't-
you
don't
cannot
do that.
lash. Number
Before
2,
I
it does
do
not.
this- Before
Okay.
I do this, I'd like to intelligence to see
That's right,
to
I
know if these things could potentially see in the dark before I completely fuck our group over.
Probably not magical darkness.
Okay, I just had to make sure I didn't be like, all right, now every one of them can see, and only Pelennor can see in our group, and we're gonna get slaughtered as we walk in like bunch of people walking through like they can't see us.
Oh my fucking god.
Just take a knife to the neck.
Gotta do this for a chatter because he said fireball.
Evan's not here to party for it. Oh yeah, he is.
He's right there. His head's just hiding.
Evan has a bad headache.
No, that's why I said I didn't realize.
We're almost done. Okay, you guys make your way through the magical darkness. Pelennor, you guide the group in the strangest train / maraca of all time.
Oh god.
As you come to the end of the hall, you look left and you look right. Right, you see what seems like a very ornate gym-like pillar right there, along with a sapphire in the middle of it that seems to be pulsing with stormlight, as there is a extremely large blue, seemingly like glass energy barrier around this pillar. Definitely pulses with stormlight. To the left, you see what looks like a big ass fucking room filled with scholars. that are all working on various different things, including Navani. And you will see what seems like a very tall, regal-looking fused.
All right, sorry about that.
Yeah, no, you're not recognizing her like right off the bat. But actually, roll a history check for shits and giggles. Let's see if
Where, yeah.
oh, okay.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Gilwick, as you're kind of peeking your head outside of the darkness and noticing this figure, you're remembering a lot of your kind of more religious studies way back in the day, and this is Raboniel.
Yes.
She
happened.
was she was said to have been the most cunning of the fused, and it's also said that she attempted to end the last war by bioengineering a virus that would kill all humanity.
Oh my.
Hello, humans.
Death to all humans.
I can't say I disagree with her.
Uh,
Dangerous for
after
you.
this quick peek, Pelinar, as you're looking back through the magical darkness, you're noticing that the guards are definitely starting to wander the way through. Your corridor of escape might be closing very fast if you guys don't get the fuck out.
You gotta make a decision.
Left or right, left or right,
Just-
left or right, left.
Get the fuck out.
You're the one that can see.
Left, right, or back, buddy?
Right.
You look right. You try to get past the energy barrier. Boink. It's an
Oh,
energy barrier.
fuck. We're doomed.
Left. Shit.
Uh,
How did you not know that
Okay.
was there?
you sure?
No.
No. I mean, I didn't want to go there in the first place, so I'm just like, fuck.
It's this
Go back
panic
then.
moment.
We're going back.
All right, yeah, we gotta go back. We go back.
You guys stealth check another one as you guys attempt to weave your way through these fucking
Oh god. Oh
milling
god.
guards.
Wow. Wow.
Save me.
Oh no.
What?
Boom. Doing I.
Okay. In a moment of intense and terrifying fucking pressure, you all, shockingly enough, Lift being the least, the least of these somehow, managed
Use
to
the back
slip
so
your
they
way,
can turn around.
Yeah, you guys are giving
managed to deftly weave your way through 36 fucking guards that would action economy all of you to death.
That's
awesome.
And get to the elevator before ching, riding that subbitch back up.
Oh my god.
Well, at least we know where one person is. I sure hope when we go back that Cal and the other guy are still there.
I mean, we're going back, so if they weren't, we would run into them on the way, because I gave very clear instructions.
Yeah,
So clear.
very true.
As you all return to your floor and make your way to the little alcove, you open it up. Hey, there's Teft. Where the fuck is Kaladin?
Hey, Callan.
Nope, no Kaladin.
No Kaladin.
Uh-oh.
oh god.
Hey, Teft, where the fuck is Kaladin? I fucking plug his nose.
Oh,
Teft, you leave me no other option, and I'm not apologizing. So loud
Anyways.
that it echoes throughout the entirety of Uathiru.
back in Shadesmar. Lol,
What the
you look
fuck
over.
was that?
Lol, you look over as you hear this strange wish for more control over this spread deep inside this man's body. And instead you hear a distinct chink chink as something appears to be unlocked.
What was that?
My heart.
I don't know.
Are
Sorry,
are
I'm getting a real bad headache.
are you
Yep.
okay?
Upon this unlocking, you will see Pedro's mouth as he says, "I don't know," open up as just a whole cloud of these horrifying, terrible faces mushing and morphing into various different forms of agony spill out and up into the sky before seemingly filling the entirety of what is above you and then
Yeah, that sounds right.
disappearing.
Bro,
What the fuck did you just do?
Fucked up.
Behind your ears, lol,
I
all
don't
you
know.
hear is father, father, dad, father.
Dad's dead. Your dad's dead. Your dad's dead. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and pick up session next week.
All
is
right.
Fair
this
enough.
exactly what happens?
Dad's
I'm gonna
dead.
go lay down because I gotta
Dad's
be at
dead.
work early, and I am getting a monstrous fucking migraine.
Yep.
Get,
Go to
get
bed.
some rest.
Well, man.
Cool
Good night.
beans. Good night, everyone.